Hey guys, Hunter here. I thought I'd show you this little exciting video. What we have here is a box, and though it says yard sale on it, it is not. And whoever wrote that, it's supposed to say sale, not sell. But anyway, first we'll just start off with this monitor. It's an old style monitor. My dad brought it home from work. I still don't know if it works. We're just going to start off with these small little things here before we get into the box. What we have here is a project I am working on for a friend, which I believe the video card in it's bad. It doesn't show any video at all, and it's got a few little problems here. The charging port is, well, I mean, you can see here that it's broken pretty good, but the ground wire that's supposed to ground it to the computer and everything is bad. It's not any longer soldered to the charging port, so I have to take that apart, the whole thing apart, and resolder that. So that's good for that part. This goes to a little massage cushion I got from the trash and treasure sale at my church. Here's the rest of it here. I've used it a couple times actually. It's pretty nice. I'm not really used to sitting in that chair with it, but I mean, you know, you can't always get used to it. So we're going to go ahead and open this box, and after we look in this box, I couldn't carry everything that I have in here, so we're going to have to take the camera out to the garage where everything else is located. Okay, so to start off, what we have here is an HP branded. What we have here is a 300 watt HP power supply, and I think it works pretty well. You know, when I get an old computer that I don't see worth using, I usually just take the parts out and use them, because you never know when I get a computer in here that I'll have to rebuild for somebody. Having a lot of these things are like heaven to have, because almost all the time I get something in here and it's just the power supply. I'm not going to go through and find out what the problem with the power supply is. I'll just grab one of my spares and fix it. Now what we have here, and don't mind the CD key on the top, what we have here is a box for my first official bought hardware for my first computer. Now I've only been into computers for about 3 years now, and what this is a Linksys 54 megabit a second wireless card. It's 2.4 gigahertz. It was used, I guess. It was made in 2004. That's what it says on the card. I have since then been using a little Belkin USB adapter for wireless, and it works so much better. It's got a 150 megabit a second connection speed, so as you can imagine, that's a lot faster than this. And so I built a computer for my brothers recently, and they're younger, so they may not have that computer any longer because they like to fight over it. And this is some multi-purpose lubricating grease. I've been looking all over for this for about 1.5 years now. I just found it tonight, and I'm glad. And it's going in my special drawer where all my other nice parts go. Okay, so there's that. And what we have here is my soldering iron. And it is an old style ceramic soldering iron. And the ceramic material that goes in between this metal piece and the ceramic block here is about broke free. So, and I got this from my neighbor. He's a 75-year-old man. As you can tell, this is, you know, probably something you'd see from an old person. He does a lot of projects for me, and I'm really grateful to have him. So I'll have to see if I can get a new, if he's got any more of these around. Surely he does. He's got a lot of stuff. And that's the last thing that's going to come out of there. This here is specifically for YouTube user uxwbill. My all-time favorite. I've been following him since before I got my own channel. What we have here is a 56K fax modem. It is a USB fax modem. We did use this a lot. This was our main. Can't remember if we used it for the internet or not. No, it's a fax modem. We used it for faxing and stuff, which came quite often. This is a hard drive from an HP Vectra machine, which, if you guys are a fan of uxwbill, he actually did a video on this, and it's his video capture computer. Yes, as you can see, I did kind of beat it up. It died. It literally crashed and died. Would not spin up at all before I did this. And I found no need in fixing it because that's just not good. I ended up scrapping that computer. The last thing before this big old hunk of junk is a stick of memory from the 8 sticks that were in there, and it is 16 megabytes. There were 8 sticks of this inside the computer to make, I'm not going to do the math, but yeah, this came from the same HP Vectra machine that this did, and it is the exact same model. If you guys are into uxwbill's videos, or not, I mean, I strongly recommend you get into them because he does the best electronic repair videos that I've seen on YouTube, and you will literally learn a lot from this guy. And his name is William. I do just call him Bill in the comments because, you know, he is older than me, so I do show respect, and, you know, I don't really, it's not really like me to call on adults by their first name. But I mean, if it comes to the point where he's fine with it, and it really doesn't matter whether I call him William or whatever, then I will. But this is specifically for you, Bill. Gosh, I don't know where the plastic piece to this is, but it's a real something. I know it's real something, and it's a tape recorder from, you know, that company. Oh, Realistic. That's what it is. It's a Realistic STC-7 auto reverse stereo cassette deck. It records and plays back, and you can probably tell right away what the problem is. And if not, let me gladly show you the problem. Everything is good. It powers up just fine. Everything works, except for this. There's a tension belt that goes around these two drums, and then goes around this motor. And it fits right in that groove down there. Right in that groove. And all this does is it spins at a constant speed, spins these two drum heads, which in turn spin up the tape. And the ones on this side are pretty good. Everything in here electronically is fine, I think. I mean, I've never been able to play a disc in here, so I don't know, you know, the status of that. But as far as I know, everything electronically is good. The lights in it are perfect. You know, you got your big old transformer here. I'm not sure of the wattage rating on that. Haven't been able to see that, but you have a output control here, left and right, left and right out, left and right in. you have a big old capacitor here, and I'm not sure if this tape and stuff is factory or not. And I guess this is a fuse. If that's a fuse, the factory just, I mean, all I see is a poor job here. God, I'd hope this is not factory. And we have a loose wire. That looks to be the ground wire for the motor. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It goes somewhere, anywhere on here, I guess. I mean, it's been quite a long time since I've done any repairs on anything like this. But yes, I will go through this real quick. You know, whatever belt was in here before, I'm not sure on the rating for it. And Bill, if you really wouldn't mind looking that up for me, I can do it, but I'd rather someone that's done this longer than I have look it up and find out exactly what kind of belt I need. You know, I'm going to get paid for that laptop soon, and I mentioned in one of my comments about the memory that you used for the Dell Dimension 2300. Like I said, if you can give me the link to that, and I'm going to charge probably about $50 on that, and put it in a bank account and start getting some money from YouTube, because I do need a valid bank account to do so. And once I get enough money, you know, I'll send however much you need to do this, and I'll pay postage and everything. I'll just send you an envelope with a check or something in there, and you know, I'll pay you up front, and I'll take the memory, and if you have it, a belt for this, because I really want to see this thing in action. I mean, I really feel that this vintage look is just perfect. I mean, you know what? Now that I think about it, this could use a cleanup. So, let's see, I'll lean it against the boots. Hi guys. Just gonna flip this little thing over, and we're going to get a microfiber cloth, and you guessed it, some Windex. And you want to apply a generous amount. Oh, wow. Yes, guys, I do recommend, if you're going to just do a simple cleanup like so, use Windex or, you know, something that you know will clean up dirt and grime and stuff up. But especially for these things here, I mean, you want to make it look decent and like you've applied some kind of use into it. I mean, I don't have any ideas on getting rid of this thing here. Yeah, see, that's pretty dirty. In fact, I do intend on keeping this as long as I possibly can. As you can imagine, being a 17-year-old and having all kinds of electronics and parts in a house, a small house at that, you can imagine what the parents think of having this stuff here all the time. They don't think too highly of it, but they are supportive to the extent, well, he's just doing, you know, what he feels is his, what's right, so, and which is true. I'm going to set this down real quick, and I've already cleaned that area right there, so you guys can look at me while I finish cleaning this up. And of course, I can imagine the reading heads on here probably need to be cleaned. Actually, I don't think. I know they need to be cleaned. This thing is old, and I'm not sure the last time it actually ran. Working. Sorry. I use this microfiber cloth for pretty much anything I have to clean. You know, my screen over there, my TV over there, which I haven't used in a couple of days now. Wow, you better believe that this does clean up very well. I like that little record edit button. I guess you can just play that whenever you're, like if you're playing it, you can just edit it, you know, whenever. Alright, let's see. Eject. Wow, we get a very poppy kind of, ooh, I don't like that little tabby noise. Gracious. This is, you can tell this is cheap Windex. It smells more like ammonia than it does, you know, the alcohol smell that's in Windex. It's either more concentrated alcohol or it's mainly ammonia. Which, I mean, you can use this as a disinfectant if you so wish. But yeah, as I said, uxwbill or Bill, if you have any information on this particular model, I will greatly appreciate you looking some things up for it. Like I said, I think the only thing it needs is just that belt. Everything else seems to be functional. I don't remember where that plastic backing is, or even the screws for it. Which I know is not very good because, you know, you kind of have to have the screws to put it back together. But as you can imagine, it's been, gosh, a long time since I've even thought of this machine here. It's been a work in progress for about 2 years. It came out of a storage room in my old church. I just asked the pastor, I was like, hey, can I have this? And he's like, well, I don't know what it is or why it's up there. So I asked him again, and he's like, I guess. I mean, go ahead, take it. I mean, it's just gathering dust up there, really. That's all it was doing. Nobody was using it. Nobody even... I'm sure nobody misses it, because nobody's asked me the few times I've been back to visit. And if you can see, there's some nicks in this little metal finish up here. We're running a little low on time here. Well, not really. I mean, I can record for however long I want, but I honestly don't feel like going more than 20 minutes at the most. But, you know, this is just what's here so far. Just this big old machine, and it's really heavy. But yeah. Anyway, about the going out there to the bigger boxes. You know what? I'll take a few minutes and you know what? Yeah, we'll go ahead and go out there. I'll go ahead and introduce you to my grandmother. Let me check my computer real quick to see if I got anything new. I got 2 notifications on Facebook. Alright, well, nothing important. Alright, let's carry on. You'll see my dad in there watching TV on the couch or chair, whatever.
Mr. Major tried to email and apologize to me. I told him to fuck off.
Nuh-uh.
Huh?
Huh.
Not those words, but I told him me and your mom's gonna pay the band fees and we're out. I'm gonna pull Logan out of band and they're gonna play football and I'm gonna booster them. And if he takes that on you, then I'm gonna take it up to the school board. That was bullshit. Me and your mom busted our ass in that booster booth, sold t-shirts and all that shit. And that fucking fag, every time we called him for the wolf, his answer was always no. So,
Mm-hmm.
I had no, you know.
Yeah. Alright. Make our way over here. That's my grandmother.
I like my picture with my hair rolled up.
They don't care.
Who
Well,
are you making it for?
YouTube, but specifically one person that includes his mother in all his videos.
Don't put me on no YouTube.
It'll be fine. You're only there for a second, and I'm
Don't get
just.
over there and show all my junk.
This is my computer.
I know, but I got stuff on top of it I don't want to show.
There's nothing there. That's the computer I built for her.
Showing all our junk.
No, I'm showing all of my junk. The stuff that I couldn't carry to my room. And this is 2 years worth of collecting. More cases under there. And more stuff over there. Not much to see. Yeah, that fan makes a really unworthy noise. That's a terrible noise there. Well, first off, excuse the mild language that my father used on the way out there. Didn't expect my grandmother to be that little stingy in there, but oh well. This video is mostly for uxwbill, which I'm sure he doesn't really care. But back to this little thing here. When I got it, most of the screws were missing. And look how dirty the screen is. You probably can't see. Yeah, you can tell how dirty that screen is. And look, it's HP. But honestly, to my computer expertise, this is really built like a Toshiba. And if anyone agrees with me, please let me know, because to my views, this definitely is built like a Toshiba. Every laptop that I fixed, and this is only the third one, I don't really like repairing laptops. They're not my best fun. But every laptop that I've fixed is a Toshiba, and every single one of them have been this. This right here. A very unfortunate piece of crap is what I'm gonna call it. And one last thing, I thought uxwbill, you'd be interested in this. Is my good old flip clock. Actually, that was a notice to take it to get blown out with compressed air. And really, if I could pause the video, I'd take it apart and, you know, show you what's inside it and everything, which I'm sure you've taken yours apart a couple of times. There's supposed to be a little, you know, a little dial in there that has stripes on it that spins up. The stripes are gone. The stripes are no more. They are gone. They simply flaked off. But the drum, with a spin-up drum, it still functions fine. It keeps time. Radio works. Light went out on it finally. I was so mad when it went out. But I'll use one of your videos to wire an LED in there, which I feel will probably bring a unvintage-like appearance to it, but it's worth it. Oh, and another couple things I got from that trash and treasure sale is that big speaker there, that little speaker there, and that other big speaker. And I already had these speakers, but I'm going to show you what I've done here. What I've done here is very clever indeed. You'll probably agree with me. This is a, you know, standard audio cable. RCA, something. I forget. And it just connects to that speaker there. It joins the two. What I've done here is I've spliced the two giant speakers together. You know, all four cables. And I've joined it to this. You know, it's another RCA cable. I've simply plugged it into the back of that. So, I get not only this speaker, but I get those two speakers. What I'm going to end up doing is getting I'm not sure of the maximum amount you can wire together like this, but I may end up wiring that little speaker over there, that one, and just all four of them together. And actually five, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the other small one. Anyway, uxwbill, if you think I can do that, let me know, because I'm curious to see the maximum amount I can, you know, add to that splicing there. Anyway, that's that compact I've been working on. I've gotten a little bit aggravated on it. I wanted to put the original Windows Millennium on it, and it does not like changing operating systems at all. And I still have yet to get the original XP CD. If I do get my hands on it from my neighbor, that's what'll go on there. Since I can't put ME or 2000 on it, I'd love to put 2000 on it, which I was going to. But he doesn't even have it. And it won't let me put 98 on it. But anyway, thanks for watching, uxwbill, and anyone else who is interested in this video. I appreciate it. Have a nice day, and this pretty much made 30 minutes. So thank you for watching, and look forward for future videos. Goodbye.